as well as the representatives of the think tank community and non-governmental organizations in Kosovo. And General Janos John Boyd and Major General Luca Mattei, commanders of KFOR and headquarters staff, without your enduring commitment to our support, we would not have achieved our mission. Thank you for all that you did to contribute to the mission of the NALTA and the KSF. Most of all, I explicitly thank you for your candid comradeship. Mille grazie. Minister Berisha, General Rama, thank you for great cooperation. We had an excellent partnership in an environment of transparency, and within the NALS and the KSF mandates, we work together to challenges with mutual. Personally, I'm very grateful for the new and marvelous office you are providing to the Director NALT. It is an excellent working environment. Dear General Gizem Hadroli, General Halim, General Spahiu, and members of KSF, thank you very much. For the benefit of all, I repeat, all citizens of your country. My mate, NATO, is military. Austria, Bulgaria, Croatia, Germany, Great Britain, Greece, Italy, Sweden, Turkey, and 10 members family is growing. Last month, Shiponya, one of our local linguists, gave birth to a healthy son, so our internal recruitment is working pretty well. Next month, we will welcome the highly needed medical advisor from Germany, training communications advisor for the institutions in Kosovo coming from the Netherlands, learned staff officer who will be sent from Hungary. And we are expecting institutions and offers. One of my few focal points was to immediately create and frequently conduct team building measures. Today I'm standing here and really affected by having been told that our local hired staff is now feeling fully integrated as team members of equal rights and duties and appreciation. Your work with and for the KSF is an invaluable contribution of the institutions in Kosovo. I have admired your dedication and professionalism and enjoyed your friendship. It was a great honor being your director. Last but not least, I welcome wholeheartedly my successor in a few minutes, Brigadier General Uwe Becker, German Army. I'm absolutely glad about the decision our Bundeswehr took to send you to replace me. From my point of view, we AFLET exercise Eagle 6 exercises. So say we work and a capable provider of security wherever and whenever asked, and accession to NATO and the European Union process of continuous force development, which is aiming at the required operational capabilities, organizational effectiveness, and institutional maturity of the Kosovo security force as it is. This transition will allow the preparedness for a transformation into a Kosovo armed force if the political decision is made based on the Constitution of the Republic of Kosovo. And every step of this transition is foreseen to be Kosovo. Kosovo is a beautiful country with great potential, very rich of nature and culture, populated by friendly and generous people dedicated to their families and nation. I have seen so many sites and cities, have met several leaders of all kinds, and that's very important to me, a lot of common people. And so I did what every advisor should do. Look, listen, and learn to understand the history and the presence of our host nation to be able to provide the advice, assistance, and support Kosovo really needs in order to proceed in the future. Excellencies, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a true privilege and a great honor to have served as the Director of the NALT in Kosovo. I wish you all, as you continue to further develop and strengthen your institution's success, good luck, all the best. And I want to thank you for your honest friendship and unforgettable hospitality. Spot or spark, it is up to you to evaluate. To me, my time in Kosovo was always exciting, sometimes exhausting, but, and that's for sure, enriching my life forever. Thank you. Hvala.
now invite the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kosovo, His Excellency Ramush Haradinaj, to the podium to deliver his speech.
Good afternoon to all of you. Guten Tag, we say, General. Thank you. For me, as one of you, not only as Prime Minister of Kosovo, it's an honor to be here today and to confirm that General Hoffman has done a good job as a Director of NALT. As well, Lilian Myers, who comes from headquarters, NATO headquarters, Ambassador of the United States, Greg Delavier, all of you colleagues, generals, commanders, Colonel Tassis, General Boy. So it's for me as well a moment to General Rama, but it's a moment to pass some of my reflections on today's event. From 1999 to today, many sons and daughters of respected nations served in our country to stop the tragedy and as well to maintain the peace. Today we can confirm, Ambassador Apostolova, sorry. Today we can confirm that we live in peace in Kosovo. Kosovo is a peaceful country and it's thanks to your service. So thank you to all of you who served in our country all along, and thank you to all of you who you served today with us. As well, we Kosovars, we have learned how important it is to maintain peace, and we are committed to stay peaceful. And we will live in peace here, not only in our south, between all of us who live in Kosovo, Albanians, Serbs, Turks, Romas, Kali, Egyptians, Bosnians, Gurans, but as well with our neighbors. So this is our commitment in thanking you for how much you have done for our peace. It's a time as well that not only to absorb security, not only to take from you, but as well to contribute. The time has come. Kosovo is committed to be a partner. It's committed as well to partner in politics, in economy, but as well in security. That's why I can confirm to all of you that we are ready for a transition of our force. We are ready to help and to take part in partnership for peace, but not only that, we aim to join NATO. With this, I confirm as well that NATO mission and KFOR mission here, it's to continue, it stays in its mandate, it's respected by Kosovo's people, and it will be, for us, forever, only factor of peace, a guarantee of peace. In this line, I welcome the work of NALT and every officer serving in NALT, not only to assist KSF, not only to see in itself the progress that KSF is making, but as well to be able to transmit back to NATO nations the spirit of our force, of our young force. KSF today is multi-ethnic. In KSF today serves Kosovar Serbs, young boys and girls. KSF today, it's a force of every citizen living in the country. And not only that, KSF is ready, and tomorrow Kosovan forces are ready to serve every citizen of our country. With this, we prove our maturity and our readiness to partner. So, for me today, again, it's a day to thank all of you for how much you have done for our security, for our safety, for our stability, and as well to let you know that we are ready for partnering. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister Haradinaj. Now I would like to invite the Minister for the Kosovo Security Force, His Excellency Rustem Berisha, to the podium to deliver his speech.
Nderuar i Kryeministër Haradinaj, të nderuar ambasador, atashe ushtarak, nderuar komandant i KFOR-it General Koçi, nderuari zëvendës komandant i komandës së forcave të përbashkëta të Bundeswehrit General Poshfata, nderuari General Hoffman, General Becker, zonja Lilian Mejs nga Divizioni Operacioneve dhe Shtabit Përgjithshëm të NATO-s, nderuari ambasador Delavi, komandant i Forcës Sigurisë Kosovës General Rama, zëvendës Kryeministër Hoxha, Qeku, sekretar general, të nderuar ushtarak të Forcës së Sigurisë së Kosovës, të nderuar të pranishëm. Ju uroj mirëseardhjen me rastin e ceremonisë së pranimit së drejtorit të Naltit. Në mandatin tim si ministër është hera e dytë që bëhet pranim dorëzimi i detyrës së drejtorëve të Naltit në ambientet e Forcës së Sigurisë së Kosovës. Dëshmi kjo e bashkëpunimit të afërt, nderuari General Hoffman. Gjatë kësaj periudhe një vjeçare, ju me tiparet tuaja të leadershipit, bashkëpunimin dhe mbështetjen e ofruar keni vend standard ndër veprimit që do të na shërbejë si model i shtyrjes përpara dhe zhvillimit të sistemit tonë të mbrojtjes dhe sigurisë, si dhe do të bëj me të lehtë tash me bashkëpunimin me basuesin tuaj në këtë detyrë me rëndësi për ne si forcë dhe për misionin e pranisë ushtarake ndërkombëtare në Kosovë. Angazhimi juaj general meriton mirënjohje të lartë, institucionale dhe personale për të gjithat që ke bërë për forcën e sigurisë së Kosovës. Si rezultat i këtij bashkëpunimi ndërveprues, Forca e Sigurisë së Kosovës për gjatë 9 viteve ka arritur një shkallë të lartë të cilësisë së kapaciteteve dhe aftësive operacionale me asistencë teknike profesionale nga ekspertet e NATO-s përmes ekipeve trajnuese, këshillëdhënëse dhe ndërlidhëse. Besoj se arritjet e forcës sonë do të jenë një histori e veçantë suksesi në karrierën tuaj. I inkurajuar me punën tuaj general dhe paraardhësit tuaj gjatë mandatit tim, ju uroj mirëseardhje drejtorit të ri të Naltit, generalit Becker. Tashme e kemi të shtruar rrugën dhe standardet e bashkëpunimit dhe jemi të përkushtuar që të vazhdojmë dhe të avancojmë edhe me tutje këtë bashkëpunim. Shfrytëzoj rastin të falenderoj NATO-n përmes Naltit dhe KFOR-in për kontributin edhe për një mjedis të qetë, të sigurt dhe për e vazhdueshme në zhvillimin e Forcës së Sigurisë së Kosovës. Së bashku kemi ardhur deri këtu dhe me të drejtë mund të krenohemi me arritjet tona të përbashkëta. General Hoffman, ju uroj jetë të lumtur dhe prioritet në karrierë, ndërsa generalit Becker i dëshiroj të ofroj bashkëpunim të plotë në detyrën e re. Ju faleminderit. General Hoffman, thank you for your big support.
Thank you, Minister Berisha. I would like to invite the Commander of the Kosovo Security Force, Lieutenant General Rahman Rama, to take the floor.
dear Prime Minister Haradinaj, dear Deputy Prime Minister Hoxhaj, dear Minister Berisha, dear Deputy Minister Çeku, General Secretary, dear Ms. Mays, dear General Koshi, dear General Hoffman, dear General Poshfata, dear General Hauman, dear generals, dear participants. Please allow me, on behalf of Kosovo Security Force, to thank NALT office, especially General Hoffman, for his exceptional contribution in advisory role for developing KSF and professional capacities. During his duty as a NALT director, the vision of dedication of General Hoffman was focused on make the capacities that we are building together to be in line with NATO standards. The Kosovo Security Force is providing every day that it's a credible, professional, ready force to the service all of Kosovo citizens. With his ideas and recommendations, General Hoffman has positively impacted the enhancement of the KSF profile, especially with open leadership discussion that contribute to building trust and relationship, for which we will be very grateful. During his annual reports in Brussels, he was strong advocate by stressing of the successes for current KSF and future orientations. General Hoffman, your recommendations and advices made me work much easier in decision making. We are very fortunate to have a NATO team working in daily basis with us, which will help us achieve our national goal for being part of collective security in the near future. We wish you much success in your next position, as well as in your military. General Baker, I welcome you and wish you success in your job as NALT Director, and express our readiness to advance our cooperation even further in order to develop the Kosovo Security Force as a credible partner and to service of all citizens of Republic of Kosovo. In the end, I would like to conclude my speech by highlighting our great cooperation through three shifts: partnership, relationship, and friendship. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant General Rama, for your speech. Ladies and gentlemen, the KSF band will now perform the Flieger March. Commander KFOR, Major General Salvatore Cuoci, will now address the audience. General Cuoci, please, the floor is yours.
Kryeministri. Dear Prime Minister Haradinaj, dear Minister Berisha, dear Commander Rama, dear members of the Parliament, and dear ministers, commanders, Ambassador Ambassadorova, and Ambassador Delawi, and all the ambassadors present. This is a very important ceremony, and this is my pleasure to take part in this ceremony and I have the privilege to address you on this remarkable occasion. Today, the responsibility and the authority will pass from the now Director, Brigadier General Ralph Hoffman, to the incoming Director, Brigadier General Owe Alexander Becker. This marks the end of a very successful tour in Kosovo for Brigadier General Hoffman. For Brigadier General Becker, it is the beginning of a demanding assignment. Allow me first to say farewell to an honorable and experienced military leader, Brigadier General Ralph Hoffman. Ralph, I do recognize that you have worked tirelessly to facilitate the great progress that Kosovo Security Forces has made during these months you have served as NALT Director. Your dedication to mentoring and training the KSF has been tremendously evident by the Kosovo media stories of the new year that you are full of successes of KSF in 2018. Your coordination between the NATO advisory team, KFOR, and the KSF leadership to develop a comprehensive game plan for advancing the KSF and its ministry has been instrumental to its success. I would even like to underline that thanks to our close relationship and teamwork, I was better able to achieve KFOR's goal. I really appreciate our joint team effort that allows us to proactively organize and plan for possible situational developments. Ralph, excellent job and well done. I enjoy working by your side, appreciating your solid academic military knowledge and your pragmatic approach, sometimes very German, to problem solving. I wish you all the best. Brigadier General Becker, you come to Kosovo with a wealth of knowledge and experience. I know that you are diverse background, you are an army officer, so we expect more. From Chief of Staff to your commands, make you the best choice to be the Director of NALT. I am sure that you will lead the NALT team in the same outstanding manner as Brigadier General Hoffman did. Let me conclude by saying no commander can succeed without a competent staff. Always behind the scenes and seldom appreciated, the staff lays the foundation to build an organization's success. I highly value the NALT staff efforts, and I'm proud of the work of all of you have done and will do in cooperation with KFOR for the future of Kosovo. Brigadier General Hoffman can be proud to have led such a multinational and capable staff. Likewise, Brigadier General Becker can be proud to assume the leadership of such a skillful staff and strive to continue its legacy of excellence. Thank you all for your enduring commitment. Thank you, Ralph, for your dedication and diligence and best wishes in your life and your career. Kryeministri.
Thank you, Major General Cuoci. And now, I kindly invite Mrs. Lilian Maes of the Operations Division, NATO Headquarters, to the podium to address the audience.
Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Deputy Prime Ministers, Ministers and Deputy Ministers, Excellencies, Sirs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. It is an honor for me to be here today on behalf of the NATO Secretary General at this transfer of authority ceremony for the Director of the NATO Advisory and Liaison Team in Kosovo. As you know, since its establishment in August 2016, the NALT, born from the merge of the NATO Advisory Team and the NATO Liaison and Advisory Team, has been a success story and has consolidated NATO support to the security organizations in Kosovo. The continued success of this team would not have been possible without the leadership of Brigadier General Hoffman, who led the team over the past 10 months and has forged a robust relationship with the Ministry for the Kosovo Security Force, Minister Berisha, as well as with General Rama. On behalf of the NATO Secretary General, let me take this opportunity to thank you, Brigadier General Hoffman, for your excellent work as the director of the team. You will be succeeded by Brigadier General Uwe Becker as the new director of the team. Again, on behalf of the NATO Secretary General, I would like to congratulate you, Brigadier General Becker, on your appointment. We wish you every success as you lead the NALT and continue to build on the successes and further strengthening and broadening of the cooperation between your team and the security organizations in Kosovo. Let me also take this opportunity to thank Germany for consistently providing top-level candidates for this key position over the past years. We are also very grateful to our Kosovo colleagues and the leadership of the Ministry for the Kosovo Security Force, in particular Minister Berisha and General Rama, for ensuring that the NATO team is fully embedded at the Ministry. In this respect, let me thank in particular General Rama for making available an office for the Director of the NALT. The close proximity between the General and the Director is critical to our common success. As per past practice, the NATO Advisory and Liaison Team will continue to build on a demand-driven process of advising where Kosovo requests support in areas where it is deemed necessary. Our cooperation is a two-way street, where consultation and constant dialogue are key principles. The NALT, its structure and organization continue to be a successful model. We are grateful to NATO allies and partners for their excellent contributions to the team in providing skilled advisors, thus making it a truly multinational entity. I would like to also take this opportunity to thank all NATO Advisory and Liaison Team staff members, local and international, for their work and dedication. Let me also take this opportunity to thank COMK4 Major General Kochi and K4 for the invaluable and continuing enabling support which they provide to the team and their contribution to the development of the Kosovo Security Force, in particular through joint exercises such as the K4-led Silver Sabre and Kosovo Security Force-led Eagle 6 series of exercises, which have been real successes for NATO, Kosovo, and the wider Balkan region. In 2018, together with our Kosovo colleagues, we have been able to implement both practical activities and hold political dialogue within the framework of the enhanced interaction between NATO and Kosovo. In 2018, as mentioned by General Hoffman, a legal seminar and a building integrity workshop were successfully held in Pristina. Under this framework of the enhanced interaction, I am pleased to announce that from this coming September, a strategic communication officer will be trained at NATO in order to be deployed from January 2019 within the NALD and support the security organizations in Kosovo in their strategic communications and public diplomacy work. These are only a few examples of the many activities undertaken under the enhanced interaction, which will continue to develop over the coming months and years. General Hoffman, we would like to thank you and your team for your efforts in implementing the activities. In addition, these successes would not have been possible without the good work which is being done by the Ministry for the Kosovo Security Force in leading the enhanced interaction working groups in Pristina, where stakeholders across the institutions discuss enhanced interaction activities and their implementation with the team. As far as NATO headquarters is concerned, we complement your action in theater through further strengthening our political dialogue with Kosovo. Ladies and gentlemen, rest assured that NATO remains strongly committed to Kosovo, and many thanks to all of you for your continued support. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Myers. We will now proceed with the presentation of medals to Brigadier General Ralph Hoffman. Brigadier General Ralph Hoffman will first be presented with a NATO Balkan Medal by Commander KFOR Major General Salvatore Cuoci. The NATO Balkan Medal is awarded to civilian and military personnel who have been engaged in operations or in support of operations conducted by the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Today, the NATO Balkan Medal is presented to Brigadier General Ralph Hoffman in recognition of his service as the Director of the NATO Advisory and Liaison Team. Now, Major General Torsten Poschwata, Deputy Commander of Bundeswehr Joint Forces Operations Command, will present the German Armed Forces Medal for Kosovo. Now, I would like to invite the Minister for Kosovo Security Force, His Excellency Rustem Berisha, to present the Outstanding Services Medal for excellent performance while in service and for giving contribution on restructuring and modernizing of the KSF. The Commander of the Kosovo Security Force, Lieutenant General Raman Rama, will now present the KSF Medal of Selfless Service to General Hoffman. The KSF Selfless Service Medal is awarded to Brigadier General Ralph Hoffman for his leadership, strategic vision, and commitment while on duty as the Director of the NATO Advisory and Liaison Team, as well as for the outstanding support given to the Kosovo Security Force. Now, I invite the Ambassador of the United States, His Excellency Greg Dalloway, to present the Legion of Merit Medal. The medal is awarded for exceptionally meritorious conduct in the performance of outstanding services. Ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing Director of the NATO Advisory and Liaison Team, Brigadier General Ralph Hoffman, will now hand over the knight's insignia to his successor, Brigadier General Uwe Becker.
Hiermit übertrage ich Ihnen die Verantwortung für das NATO Advisory and Liaison Team in Kosovo. Ich wünsche Ihnen für die Erfüllung Ihrer Aufgaben Glück, Erfolg und Gottes Segen.
I now invite the new Director of the NATO Advisory and Liaison Team, Brigadier General Uwe Becker, to deliver his speech.
Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, Excellencies, Minister Berisha, Deputy Minister Cheko, Deputy Minister Ramadani, General Rama, General Secretary Dr. Sulai, General Kurci, General Poschwata, Ms. Mays, and of course General Hoffman. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. A minute ago, I became Director NALT. And from now on, I do have the privilege and the honor to lead the NATO Advisory and Liaison Team in Kosovo, which is both a complex and a rewarding appointment. I'm very much looking forward to our work over the next 12 months, while much has been achieved by KFOR and NALT over the past years. Together with our partners in Kosovo, we endeavor to continue to build on these achievements. I have had the pleasure of meeting many of you already, and I am deeply impressed by the hospitality and the friendly reception you all provided me with. This has given me a promising start, makes me look forward very optimistically to our continued engagement in the months ahead. At this stage, I would limit myself to the following initial observations. It is clear to me that both the Ministry and the KSF are well developed in their mandated roles, to such an extent that in progressing our work, we must focus together on providing what you have identified as capability gaps. I would like to stress that such a process is a partnership with you driving the way forward, and this is the road to success. Already after a week here in Pristina, it is very apparent to me that there is a unique working relationship and trust between us. We have a strong team of engaged and dedicated advisors who are well integrated in your structures. In moving forward, I do want to ensure that we are concentrating our efforts on areas identified by you. Looking ahead, the enhanced interaction clearly demonstrates NATO's long-term commitment to Kosovo. Kosovo has shown its capacity and its preparedness to play a leading role in the implementation of this interaction, which in turn forms the foundation for the continued relationship between NATO and Kosovo. There is much to be done, and what I got from the handover and already from the initial discussions is, and this is the message I would consider as a credo for me and the team, we are on the way and we will continue the momentum. My team and I are looking forward to working together with you and your bilateral partners in order to achieve these objectives. And, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I would like to thank General Hoffmann personally. I am very grateful to him and his team for the smooth handover the last week, giving me the opportunity to seamlessly continue the work. My sincere thanks to you, General Hoffmann. Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention.
General Becker, thank you for your speech. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching the end of the formal part of transfer of authority. Please rise for the NATO anthem.